La 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 la. Oh, we're live. Sorry, just getting my voice ready here at 4 a.m. in the morning. How are we all? Good? Very good? Very good? How are we all on this magnificent planet this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are? Are we all good? That's good. I'm a little bit tired. I should put my glasses on so I don't look so red-eyed. Can hide them a little bit. Oh, that's better. Yes, yes, I know. Before you say, I had a haircut yesterday. Look at that. That's actually number 2, and that's number 1. Not much difference, eh? Whoa, my video is looking really blurry. What is going on? Why is that happening? Terrible, terrible. That should not be happening. And yet, I have a thing up here in the corner saying connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging into your router or moving closer to it. See, that is not supposed to be happening. I can't restart the live stream, can I? No, that would mess things up. Look at that. Looks terrible. Hey, Jeff, how are you? G'day, James. Bilger's there. Hobby Time's there. Keith's there. Hello. I've got to get some chat up on the screen that I can see. Oh, that is coming through terrible, isn't it? Why? I've got everything shut down I could possibly have shut down. No browser windows open. Let me completely shut down Mozilla. Didn't want to, but I will. Boom. That's shut down now. We'll see if that helps. I'm going to run a speed test shortly. Skullfish is there. Athol's there. Who else is there? James, I said, I think. Hello. Fernando, how are you? Welcome, mate. Oh, everyone's jumping in. Eh? I thought I'd catch us out and go live a few minutes earlier. Do a reset. Yeah, I don't think I can do a reset without the screen dropping out and me have to reschedule and do another stream. So what I will do is just quickly run speed test to see if my connection's running properly. So we'll type in speed test. I'm going to run that right now because if it's, there we go. So let's hit go. I'm running that now. Oh, bang. We're up there. 660 megabytes per second download speed. Let's check out our upload speed. That's the important one. Here it goes. Oof, 600 uploads. So it's not my internet connection. It might be the camera. So what I will do is, and we're completely frozen. Okay, I'm going to reconnect the camera. All right, let's go back. Okay. I know. It's completely frozen up. I don't know what I unplugged then, but that wasn't good. Okay. How's that? How are we? We better now? I think we're better. Looks good. Looks okay. We're better? Fantastic. Yeah, there was nothing wrong with the internet speed. It was it's all about the camera. I just unplugged it from the back USB port and put it into the top USB port. Fixed. Anyway, hey there. We got a few more people popped in. Hey, Jim. Jim. G'day, buddy. And who else did I see? Paul. Mr. PP, Paul Price is in. Good. Yeah, we had a major lag issue there. Well, camera problem. It's a Logitech camera. You know, it's okay. I mean, I could actually stream off my phone if I wanted, or my DJI camera, but it gets a little bit more technical. Anyway, problem solved. We're all good. It's the haircut put the camera out. It didn't recognize me. That's what the problem was. Yeah, it didn't recognize me. So like I was saying, this is number 2 on top, number 1 on the side. So I went yesterday, I was looking for a hairdresser or a barber, right? And the one I usually go to wasn't open, or one I'd been to a long time ago wasn't open. So I went to another one that I saw. I thought, oh, I'll go in here and have a look. And I went in, and the young guy, and I asked, oh, how much is the haircut? And he pointed at the board, 200 baht. That was double what I normally pay. And I thought, I mean, it's still cheap anyway. We're talking, you know, $10 Australian for a haircut, probably £3, right? But it was double what I normally pay. So I thought, no, look, sorry, man, I've got to go where it's cheaper. So I left and I went to another hairdresser, which I go to more regularly, and he was open. And sure enough, I sat there and got my hair cut for 100 baht, which is less than $5 Australian. So there we go. And got my money's worth. I won't be going back there for a while, will I? Fantastic. Because it's getting really hot here now. Okay. Going through the temperatures, I can tell you yesterday got up to 36 degrees Celsius here yesterday. And the forecast is like that for the rest of the week. So we're well and truly into the hot season now. High-speed USB port. Yeah, that's, well, it's always been plugged into that port. Never been a problem before. Yeah, just camera decided to screw, mess me up a bit. Jim, Jeff says to Jim, I'm doing fine. Thanks. I got my new computer and have been setting it up. Oh, yes, that's good, mate. Is it all running now? You got everything sorted? I hope so. Hey, everything faster, clearer. It's all good. Just remember, 90% of problems can be fixed just by rebooting your computer. Before you start messing with any settings or anything, reboot first. It might have fixed my problem too, but of course I couldn't do that while I started. And I couldn't restart this, otherwise it wouldn't work like that, I don't think. I'd have to come back. It would end the stream and I'd have to start another whole fresh new stream. And I'd lose everybody. And I mean, you'd all get notifications and everything, but 45 degrees in California. Yeah, but that's Fahrenheit, isn't it? G'day, Keith. That's Fahrenheit. Somewhere around 0 Celsius in Chicago. Look, I've got the temperatures here. I checked it. I've got them ready. Let me just quickly bring them up. I've got an extra one added on here too, which I'm being a bit of a smart ass putting on, but what the hell, seems to be like in the news. So let's put up a new capital city in a new country. But anyway, here we go. London, 5 degrees and cloudy. Chicago's 1 degrees and cloudy. 22 in Sydney. Glasgow's 8 degrees. Winnipeg's summer over there, 3 degrees. Here it's 21 at 4:08 in the morning. And Kiev, for anybody in the Ukraine, it's 2 degrees and cloudy. How about that? Oh, poor political people. what a gosh. You know, it's okay. It'll blow over like everything else does. This might take a little bit longer, but give it a week, you know. Yeah. And if anyone would like to know, and maybe I'll put it up as a poll, should I wear a suit? Do you think I should wear a suit on my live stream? I don't know. You know, maybe I should. That would make me come across more serious, considering my position as a YouTube influencer. What do you think? Anyway, let's get rid of that. We've seen enough of the temperatures. All right. What have we got here? All your temperatures are up, hey? Very comfortable in bed, lol. I like my RDO. Another RDO day off. Yeah, it's always a good temperature in bed, isn't it? You got some rain last night. Okay. Yeah, we've had some rain, didn't we? Yeah, UK. Rain, right? Good on yous. Good on ya. Hey, did I have a nightmare or just a dream? I don't remember it. I'm not even going to try and remember it. But interesting. 68 degrees Fahrenheit, sunny in Northeast Florida. Very good. Yes, much better. Yeah, it is. We're back on full 720p, of course. If I was paying the expensive rates that StreamYard wants you to pay, then I could stream at 1080p, which would make a difference, I guess, but this is good enough, you know. I'm curious to know, though, how many people are watching this on their mobile phone or on their PC or on their TV? Because I really think you need a higher resolution if you're watching on TV because your big screen and all. Mobile phone doesn't really matter. This is fine. PCs these days are getting pretty good too with decent sized screens, so maybe 1080p would be better. But I'm not paying like Sue and Paul did. They gave up on StreamYard, but it got too expensive. Now it allows you, they've added a few extra features, but then even then it's a bit primitive. See, I mean, for instance, the little message up in the corner telling me that I was streaming and needed to get closer if I'm on Wi-Fi or connect direct to the router. Well, that's gone, which is good. But how about leaving the message there and just showing you the stream rate that you're getting? That would be nice, but it's gone. They've added a thing where you can add photographs off your PC from a folder. Before you could only look at PDF files or something like that, and slideshows, and it's really awkward. Everyone uses JPEGs, right? JPEGs has always been the common image file. So now they've added that you can show JPEGs, which we're going to have a look at some of Hobby Time's progress on his Spitfire that we're doing, the same Spitfire as me. But Paul's on a PC with a 40-inch monitor. 40-inch monitor, geez, that might as well be a TV then. Good, PC, yeah, with 1080p, right? Jim's watching on TV and a phone. Good on you, mate. That's getting those extra views up for me. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up, by the way, guys. No room for politics here, so I will not tell you what I think of the man in that white home. Sure, understand. No need for a suit, Pete. That's good, says Jim. Would make you look like a bloody car salesman. It would, wouldn't it? Or a vacuum salesman. Vacuum salesman. Or selling encyclopedias. I seriously remember people coming around selling the Encyclopedia Britannica. God. Man, things have changed. For the better? Oh, I don't know. A tablet. Bilges on a tablet. Okay, don't take too many. All right, mate? Don't take too many. It's all good. Xanax. Eh? I'm watching on TV, both TV and phone. Yes, good. Jeff's watching on my PC using a 4K TV as a monitor. All right, nice. Hey, on the big screen. You're watching on the phone. Good. I'm old and the eyes are crap. Tell me about it. Hey, John Alex, Scalemodeling. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. Somebody just messaged me. Who is that? Mr. Jeff Donahue sent me a photo. He's looking. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at Jeff's. Whoa, man. And it's red too. That's got to be fast. Jeff's PC custom. Look at all those fans. Eh? Look at all the fans. Jeff, you got to do something about that spider web behind the computer there. Yeah, fix all that up, man. Hey, what is that mess? Look at all that. Jeez. It's all good. It's all good. It looks a bit like mine. You want to see mine? Let's see if I can. You got more lights than I have. Noisy motorbike. This is Thailand. There it is. I'll get a picture of mine. Sort of the leg of the table's in the way a bit, but there we go. There we go. Boom. There's mine. Nice big CPU cooler, fan on the back. Decent sized graphics card, does the job. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. David, hello. Welcome. You're still tidying up. It's all good. All good. Everyone's saying hello to everybody as always. Good one. Good. How many we got in? Just over 20, 21? That's good. So much for a wireless world of technology we supposedly live in. Yeah. I'm watching that Netflix series at the moment. Well, I just finished it last night. Where the whole of America went dark for 2 minutes. Someone hacked every internet connected system in the whole country. The airlines, planes fell out of the sky, trains crashed. 0 hour. That's it, 0 hour. It's quite interesting. Although it wasn't what I expected. I don't know. I thought there was. I'm not going to give anything away, actually, in case you want to watch it. It is pretty good. Thanks, mate. Yes. And not as nice as my PC I had it back in Sydney that I had to give away. I couldn't bring it over. It was that PC alone was my weight limit on luggage. It had a nice big curved monitor, and I built it all myself. It's 5 years old, but at 5 years old, it had the best of everything at the time. That was fantastic computer, very fast. This one's okay. I bought it over here. All I had to do was buy an extra stick of RAM and put that in. I think I still have a spare RAM slot in there, and I could throw another 8 gig on top if I wanted, but it's fine. It does all my editing. Just upgrading the RAM on it doubled the speed, so it's good. The only thing I know, I've mentioned it before, is recording to my laptop. I've only got 8 gig of RAM in my laptop. It's a fairly old ThinkPad, but it's still an i7, I think. Is it? Yeah, it's an i7 processor, so it's all good. And I know for a fact that if I just upgraded the RAM on it to 16 gig, it would double the speed of everything on that. And I will be doing that in the future, because there are times for my other channel where I'm going to start traveling around a bit, and I need to take it with me and do the editing on it. And at this stage, I can't edit on it. It's too slow to edit. So Fernando's there, is he? Hello. G'day. Who else we got? I'm just checking. Imagine that. Some zit-face punk living in his parents' basement hacks the nation into total blackout. Yes. Yeah, pretty amazing. It's interesting. It is interesting. Some of it was, I don't know, it involves the president and the previous president and all this stuff. It's all high up government stuff and conspiracies and stuff, but some of the thing doesn't make much sense. But anyway, yes, it is. It's a SSD, which is great. Yeah, it's a solid state drive. It's a small one. It's not very big, but it's enough to record onto for my modeling and doing all that. But then I need to transfer the files to an external hard drive and then bring them over and edit them on my main PC. I've got a Seagate 2 terabyte external drive here, which is heaps of room. But if I do the editing if I record and the files go on the laptop, that's okay, that's fine. I just need to edit them and then put the finished file that I'm going to put on YouTube, including all the recordings, across onto an external drive. I've got a Passport, I think it's called, wireless drive in the cupboard there, as well as another little small black drive. So I've got plenty of places to move files off the laptop, free up disk space, and it's fine, and do all that. So, but you know what it's like when you go out and you take your laptop, then you've got to take your power cables, and then you've got, heaps of cables to take actually. And I've got a cable thing that it's USB into one of the USB ports, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 off that. And from that, I've got my light, my camera, although the camera's directly to the USB. There's 3 USB plugs on the laptop, nowhere near what I need to have it all set up. So this is what I'm at. See over here? You can see that. Be careful with the camera, because yeah. So the microphone, the light, the camera, the second monitor over there. There's the laptop, powered direct cable to the router. That goes to the second monitor. And then we've got all the USB ports over here, including that, which, like I said, that's the one that goes to my mouse. I've got a external speaker here, right? Like it's connected USB. So that's connected up as well, just to give me better audio than what the laptop provides. Yeah, that's it. That's how I do my modeling over there. All right, cool. There we go. Oh, SSDs are great, much faster than a hard drive and no moving parts. Yeah, but it's not big. I think it's only, seriously, it's only 500 gig or whatever, 500 megabytes, right? Yeah, megabytes. Enough for the operating system and the programs on it, and that's it. I could have a quick check, I suppose, and see, is there some easy way? Let's have a look at, what do I need to type in? Settings and find it. Open up system settings. We can go to devices. No, let's go to system. Storage. Have a look at storage. Here we go. So right now on the C drive, it's working. It's calculating my space at the moment. It says 117 gigabytes. I don't know. Oh, right. So it's got 78 gigabytes are used, and I have only 39 gigabytes free. Okay, now that's enough. Yeah, that's enough, but it's not enough to really store a lot of files. Apps and features are taking up 39 gigabytes. I probably could get rid of some of that. Documents are 7 gigabytes. I don't know how there are 7.5 gigabytes of documents. That's got to be something wrong there. I'll check. I do have a program called Popcorn, which I don't use on that anymore, but when you watch a movie on Popcorn, it actually downloads it onto your PC and then it shares it as well. It's like that old Napster sort of thing, right? And if you don't think about it and go into that folder and delete those, they really build up and take up a lot of space. Pictures take up 5.58 gigabytes, other 3.7, so they're all small. Videos in there are only taking 291 megabytes, and that's because it's only the videos of the aircraft that I'm working on at the moment. But definitely whatever's in the documents that are 7 gigabytes, that's something wrong. Manage documents, view documents. There we go. I'll let that run through that for a sec. There might be something in that folder that shouldn't be in there. Yeah. There are other folders in that document, in that folder that blockbusters. What's that? Programs, documents. I don't know what that is. DJI, PDF files, there's nothing. Although, what was that? No, they're not big. It's okay. There used to be a program. There is a program somewhere you can get. There's one called Downloads. Let me check that. That's empty. Yeah, there used to be a program that it could show the size of all the files in all your folders, and you could let it scan your whole computer, and it'll show you from the most to the least. Really handy. But I could always upgrade the SSD. I mean, hard drives are cheap these days, aren't they? They've come down in prices by tons. QNAP, is it? I never heard of that, but okay. Question. Shh. Jim's got a question. What does the spanner wrench symbol I see to some names in chat represent? Yes, the spanner means that Jeff is a moderator. Okay, all right, and it also means that to boldly go ModelWorks, James there is also a moderator. These are the guys you've got to be nice to. These are the guys with the magic spanner stick that can come along and turn you off, can kick you out of chat, can delete your comments, can do all that sort of stuff. That's what the spanner is. They're moderators, okay? More important than that are the people with the little star picture next to their names. They're the ones who are channel members. They're special people. They're special people, which there aren't many of. We've got to do something about that. It's all good. What else we got? Paul Christmas saying, hello, fellow modelers. Hey there. I'm just checking Wondershare, which is the program I use for editing, Filmora. There could be something in there like temporary files and things like that that need to be deleted, although I don't see anything at the moment. AI music, really? Happy travel? Okay. Backup. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in there. Tank, thumbnails. Let me just check on the file sizes of all these things and see what's going on. Sort them by size, see if there's anything really big. 9 megabytes is the biggest, so that's nothing. They're just the files that you use when you open the program and it remembers. So that's nothing. That's strange. I don't know what's taking up. That is real. Blackmagic Design, DaVinci Resolve, Fusion, Auto Saves, nothing. That's strange, isn't it? So there's nothing in the folders there, and yet it's telling me there's a shitload. There's 7 gig. Anyway, it's okay. It's all okay. View documents. No, go back. Go back to their apps and features. And by name, by size, that's what we want to do. We'll let that sort through and see what apps are in there. Bloatware, they call that. Fernando's saying, I added an extension for 8 drives up to 16 gig each. Gosh. Yeah, I used to have a server. So I had a server case set up with all these parallel drives all in that. There's tons of stuff. But that was back in the day where you could download and share legally at the time, Napster, all the movies and stuff, you know. But of course you don't need to these days because you got so much. It's just another world, isn't it? Yes, moderators have a rest. That's right. See, James putting a warning out there. Yes, put you in the YouTube jail for a while, holding cell. Yes, Jim knows about that. I won't talk about that. Pluto TV, yeah, for movie downloads. I haven't heard of Pluto TV. That sounds cool. Let me have a quick look at Pluto TV. I know we're not talking modeling, are we? But that's okay. Pluto TV. There it is. Watch free movies, TV shows, and TV online. Oh, look at that. I go to open the page and it says, Pluto TV is not available in your locations. Thanks for your patience. So I guess I won't be using Pluto TV unless I had a VPN. But I don't want to use a VPN. I don't want to pay for something that I'd really, you know. What channels do I get? NFL, CBS. You get everything on it. That's pretty cool. Is it really that good? Is it actually free? It's the leading free streaming television service, delivering hundreds of live channels and thousands of titles on demand. But I can't watch it here. So anyway, not to worry, but yeah. As a pillar. Okay, all right, cool. I am not Mark Shellard. Yeah. You will never see Mark. You will never see him on this channel. Yeah. I think we had a bit of a disagreement some time ago, and I banned him. Yeah. Just I don't know. I can take a joke. I can take stuff that can be a bit funny, but sometimes it's a bit crude and yeah, just a bit off left field. So you won't see him on this channel. Yeah. So it's all good. Belge QNAP is the hardware plex and Amplex is the software for media type. Sounds like I could use you for a bit of tech support. Hey? Very good. Band hammer time. That's it. That's what they should change the wrench into a hammer. That would be better. That was a bit more relevant. And there he is. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's summer there. It's up to the 2 degrees. You know, I could see Ron will be out there in his mankini going for a ride on the bike when it warms up a little bit more. Hey? Yes. Missy the dog. Oh, geez. Things are amusing, aren't they? Eh? Things you got to do to keep your viewers happy, eh? It's all good. I love it. Oh, an iced Coke with ice. I've already had coffee. Believe it or not, I woke up at 2:30 this morning. Yeah, 2:30. There, Bilge. You're getting a real Aussie g'day there from Bilge. Yeah. What else? Everyone's saying hello. Hello. Missy the dog. It's fantastic. Good stuff. Everybody knows. What else we got? It will be the operating system that's taking up most of the memory. Yeah, and you can't do anything about that. I know. I'm just bringing up the apps there. So I got 400 meg from the mail from Microsoft Corporation. Fair enough. Microsoft OneDrive has got 300, is taking up 392 meg. I don't even use it, so I could probably remove that. Trio Office, I don't even know what that is. Open Office, I have that, but I never use it. But, you know, Wondershare Video Converter, that's fine. I keep that. My browser, everything else is just small stuff that, you know, I use or I don't use, but that's okay. Popcorn Time, that's cool. I'm not going to uninstall that. In fact, I just want to open that up for a second, show you a movie I watched the other day. Let's scoot down. Yeah, that's right. You do. We'll pass on. Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Fortunately, not very often I have to ban anyone. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, this channel. Friendly. There we go. Good on you. Good on you. Oh, you'll be rattling a tin cup up and down your cell YouTube jar, that Jim. Oh, there's a threat there. Careful, Jim. Careful. Or Jim, I could give you a spanner if you want. Give you a spanner if you want. Eh? I'll do you a good deal. Won't cost you too much, not like the others are paying. Eh? Well, Paul's paying. Paul's got a spanner and a little logo there because he's a member. See? So Paul's the #1 moderator. Yeah? Big chief moderator, Paul. Okay. Yeah, up since 3. Yeah. We're early birds, mate. We're early birds. So I watched a movie the other day called Companion. Has anyone watched Companion? Hey? Boy, the future is scary. What? It's all good. Chill out. It's all good. Don't rewind. It doesn't matter. It's all good. Have you seen Companion? Hey? Brilliant movie. Really scary. It's where the future's going if we live that long. All right, in the way of AI. It's basically this young couple meet at a party and they're happy and they fall in love and they get married and life together and it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Until you find out that the girl that he's married, she has 2 moments in her life that were the biggest, happiest moments of her life. One was meeting her boyfriend, right? And the second one was killing him. And the story goes on from there. And it turns out, I'm not giving anything away by this because this happens early in the movie. It turns out that she is not human. She's not human. And the creepy part is that she doesn't even know it. And when she finds out, she doesn't believe it. And yeah, everything just goes from, oh, holy shit, to bad, really bad. So I didn't give it all away. I did. There's so much happens in it. All right. And you do find out what she is very early in the beginning. There you go. But it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Another one, which I'll just say nothing about, John, all right? So there won't be any risk of giving anything away, is Flight Risk, all right? I watched Flight Risk. Yeah, a taste in movies is a bit different, is it? Flight Risk, the preview of it, right, looked really, really good, but the movie, crap. Yeah, it was just bad cinematography. bad dialogue, you know. And sometimes you wonder if these actors get a say in things, you know. Do they see the progress of the movie while they're making it? Because, you know, if I were the actor watching this movie and making this movie, and I saw the way it was going, I'd be talking to the script writer and saying, hey, that doesn't make sense, or that sounds really corny, or why is he doing that? Because that whole movie was just, yeah, I fell asleep towards the end, I think. Yeah, it was not that good. I'm not talking about it all. I'm not saying anything about it. Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. I haven't watched that yet, but the first one was very good. I like that. Wolfman was okay. Special effects, very Michael Jackson Thriller sort of thing. Wolfman was okay. It's not too bad. What else was there? Oh, The Gorge. The Gorge. I think I fell asleep in that one too. I shouldn't watch movies in bed. That's my problem. All right. I shouldn't watch movies in bed. What else we got? Gladiator 2. I watched the first 15 minutes of that and turned it off. How does that carry on from Gladiator 1? That is the worst sequel I've ever seen. Holy shit. Gladiator 2 was sad. What else we got there? That's it. So these are all on my popcorn program that went off air for a while. I thought that they'd banned it, but it came back, so that was good. And the one with Demi Moore is very, very good. The one, I don't remember the name of it, but it's a good one. For some reason, it's not showing here on the most popular list at the moment. That new Demi Moore one was really good. The Darkest Hour again today. Okay. Spartacus is better, is it? All right. Yeah. Yeah. Jeff fell asleep in Gladiator 2 as well. There you go. Yeah. Flying Dutchman Dave's there. Hello, mate. Welcome. Welcome. We're talking movies. Dad's Army. We're talking movies, not stuff. How old would that be? Like 30 years old? Gosh. Carry On. Carry On was okay. That was pretty good. Let me just go over to popularity to most recent addings onto this. Section 31, don't know what that is. I can't even pronounce it. Nostafatu. Yeah. I got bored with that. I watched 10 minutes, 15 minutes of that, and I thought, what is this about? And yet it's at the cinemas here at the moment. So, yeah. But yeah, Companion watched that. What else was there? That's it. Like I say, I just finished watching 0 Hour on Netflix. That's good. I'm going back to watching, what is it? Dexter. Dexter. I never watched Dexter series in my life. So I'm up to season 7. There's only 2 seasons to go. I'm finishing Dexter. You know, I'll tell you something you will never believe, and it's 100% truth. All right. Substance. The Substance is the one with Demi Moore. Very, very good. Very, very scary. My God. I mean, she's a beautiful person, but Jesus, the way they make her look in that movie is just, yeah. Okay. Rare Imports. Never heard of that one. Rare Imports. Cool. Is that like Rare Imports? Is that like prostitute trafficking or something? Hey? Have a bit of Rare Imports over here sometimes. 79 remake of the Klaus Kinski, Peter. Is that the 79 remake? I don't know. Don't know. Yeah, so I'm finishing off watching Dexter. What was it I was going to say? I was going to say something, and it's gone now. Take that off, it's distracting me. Sleeping Dogs, remember that? Russell Crowe. We got Watches, that was all right. There we go, good. Netflix, I don't think I have Netflix on the laptop here to bring that up. I do on the PC. Certain Substance. No, what was that? Last movie you watched with Demi Moore was G.I. Jane. Oh, no, yeah, no, you've got to watch The Substance. Oh, yeah, it'll give you nightmares. It really will. It's a good movie. It's a kind of Christmas movie, Pete. Is it? Christmas movie. Yeah, okay. All right. It's nothing what nothing what I was saying. Okay. Rare imports. Where was my mind? Hey, let's talk aeroplanes for a second, shall we? So we can't say that it was not a total loss. The Scalemodeling channel. All right. And maybe what I was going to say will come back to me, because I got some photos I want to show you. Hobby Time, you still there? You still there, mate? If you are, knock 3 times. Knock 3 times. Use the safe word. Scary Christmas movie. Okay. There we go. So, how's Spitfire coming on? Glad you asked. Glad you asked, Jim. So, the wings glued together. Look at that. There. Look at that. Beautiful fit. Beautiful fit. I'm going to turn that around. You can see under there. Right. Done the black and the white on the inside. Not too concerned about the round part, because that's going to get covered in primer anyway. It's more those parts up in under there that you can see the black and white that would be very difficult to paint again. Those parts I'll just cover. I'll just cover that. It'll be fine. But that's that. That's all good. I'm happy with that. What else was I going to say about that? No, we're all good. It's fit together really good. Okay. Pineapple. Pineapple? Don't know what that is. So, and of course the fuselage glued together. There it is. And, but as you'll see shortly, well, not mine, but there's a gap there. You see the gap in there? It's going to focus out here. Going to focus for me. It's pretty much, yeah, a gap. So I will do a bit of Tamiya putty very, very carefully, just along that gap there, everywhere else. Now, as for fitting this, oh yes, that's the latest addition, was putting on the tail and doing all that. That's all gone well. I've just got 2 little pieces that sit down inside the side in there. There's 2 little blocks that slide in there. I've got those are still on the sprue there. Okay. But this needs to fit as good as possible, as well as possible on there. And it does. Okay. Look at that. Hear that click? Look at that. Do you look? The gap that I see is as good as being the natural gap. So I don't think, look, I don't think that's going to need any filler. But we'll see. We will see. Okay. That's the scary part I was concerned about. I've done the piece across the top there. The race harness reaches through the back now, or the seat belt does. You can see the metal reflecting in there. And so that's all good. All right. And it's a good fit, yeah. Panel line down the nose. So what they tell you on the instructions is that there's this panel line across there that you're supposed to fill that, like it's not supposed to be there. This is the engine cover, which I'm assuming would lift off, open up like a side opening on a car hood, for a better word. But yeah, they say to fill that. Well, I'll see how my skill goes filling that before I attempt that. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave that. There you go, because I'm happy, you know. Overall, in the end, if I think it looks good, it's good. That's it. Accuracy, that can come later. This is my first plane. Let's just get this thing together and looking like a nice Spitfire. But when it comes to the real detail and accuracy and stuff, that can come in future. That'll come in time. But I am aware that this is one in a box of two, so I have a second chance, and I'll be quite happy to rip out the second one and from what I learned on this build, maybe do a better job on the next one. All right. So yeah, thank you. And Athol saying just use putty, Pete, and a wet finger down the seam. Boy, could I say a few things, but I'm not, because this is a respectable channel and we don't talk about, we're not going down that tangent. All right. Just saying. Yeah, let's move on. Moderators, chill. It's okay. Just chill. It's all right. Yes, thank you, buddy. Thank you. And really, thank you, Bilge. Your photos that you sent me early on of the cockpit helped me out with painting bits in there that the instructions weren't clear on. And especially the frame around the seat, where you have to cut off the plastic on the seat, and that the metal looking piece, well, it was the photo etch goes on there, how that attached, like seeing those photos up there, they really helped a lot. Rare Exports was the name of the movie. Okay, there it is. A Christmas Tale. All right, wasn't that a animated cartoon about chipmunks or something? Probably not. Biting tongue. Oh, yes. I did too. Oh. Paul saying, and so is the part in front of the windscreen. Yes, there is a band that goes over there that will actually cover a little bit of that gap. But if I'm going to try and fill it, might as well do it all the way along anyway. It's all practice. It's all getting it right. I'll just quickly check my message there. Let me get this up. Jeff, what did you send? Speed test. Yes. Did I send that to you or you send that to me? Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that speed test result. Really? My God. 900. That's fast. Good on you. All right, let me go back. There. Right, yeah. Right, I'm back. Right, where are we? No, thanks, mate. Thank you. Just 10 seconds. Bubba will teach Atoll the error of his ways. That's it. All right. What was I going to say? Oh, I get distracted so easily, don't I? Gosh, how many are watching? I've got to bring up the stream up on here so I can see. 21 watching. Is that updated? I've been going 55 minutes. Good. Pictures. That's it. God, stupid me. Hobby time. Are you there? He didn't reply, did he? He's not there. Okay, I'm going to show some photos that Hobby Type sent of the progress on his Spitfire, all right? And we'll see a bit of filling work that he's done, a bit of dental work, all right? So let's have a quick look. Let's see if this works. Let me take the chat off for a moment. Okay, 1, 2, 3, boom. So there's the tail of his Spitfire. You can see that quite clearly. That worked well, didn't it? That's good. So he's done a bit of filling along there. There must have been a bit of a gap there. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Now, StreamYard is pretty shit because I literally had to add these photos like I'm adding people to the live stream. Rather than just add a folder and then click on each photo to go through it. So I have to add, then I have to remove, then I have to add for the next picture. All right, but before that, I had to line them all up in the green room like a person to show anything. So there we go. So that's what I got to do. Now, what they say is, I can't even point, maybe with my mouse. Can you see my mouse on the screen? Let me just check, see. There's a bit of a delay, so we'll see. Can you not see my mouse on the screen? Well, StreamYard, you need to fix that too, because I'd like to be able to point to things. Anyway, you can see that panel line mark. He's actually taken it off, I think. Has he? No. You can't see it. That line across there, it might be filled. I think he might have filled it. Apparently that's not there, so that's to be removed going by the instructions. All right. Yeah, there's no mouse. All right. But yeah, so he's filled all that. And that's what I got to do. He's done a little bit at the back of the wings there as well. But other than that, it looks like it was a pretty good fit for him too. So let's have a look at the next picture. Take that off. I've actually put the second, this picture is the same as the first one, so I don't know how, I've messed that up. StreamYard, God, why do they make things so hard? Anyway, I've got one more picture. This is how it looks right now. This is all in undercoat. Now I've got a bit of a question here, which you can't really tell from this angle, right? But I'm assuming because the underside on one side has to be done, I think it's the port side, needs to be done white. All right. Wouldn't you do your primer coat white or grey rather than black, and just do your black on the side that's going to be black? I don't know. There should be no line along the center. Is that right? Oh, that whole center line needs to be, yeah? Go to the instructions. Oh, well, there we go. Well, there's another mistake in the instructions, right? I'll bring myself. Anyway, there it is. It's all ready to, it's all primed up, ready to go. I guess he's got his screen on there, cockpit on. It's hard to tell. I can't zoom it in any more than that. Or can I? No, I can't. All right. Prime the whole thing black, eh? But wouldn't that show through the white? No matter how many layers of white, are you going to get that white rather than grey if it's got a black underneath? Yeah, it's going to take a lot of white paint. So couldn't I just spray it grey? You know, I mean, where the edges are, I'm not like I've got to mask it while I'm doing the primer at all. But if I do, for instance, I guess it doesn't matter which I do first, white or black. But if I do it grey, right, and then it goes over on the black side, it won't matter. And then come along and do the black where the black's going to be. The demarcation zone, for a better word, you could just put a little extra white there and get that to blend in, no problem. There he is. So he says, no, I'm going to mottle it pre-shading. Okay, so you're going to get the you want that dark underneath for the pre-shading. Okay, I don't think I'm going to go to that extent. So I will probably just use the grey Mr. Surfacer primer over the white parts, and then black Mr. Surfacer black over the black. How's that sound? It works, says James. Yeah. Fresh, factory fresh or aged. Well, I could, you know, I've got panel line wash and stuff that I could smother over and give the used look, dirty look. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. But that panel line in the center, see, I'll bring myself back. Hang on a second. Bring that back. Here we go. So on the instructions here, there, I'm going to bring it up. Look, it says fill. It says fill that line across. Can we get this to focus? Right? And it's, you probably can't tell, but it's got a blue across that line there. Right? This line, it's hard when you're looking at backwards. This line here, it's showing it doesn't say fill. All right. You would think that if that wasn't there, they would say fill. But there you go. So, all right, I've got more filling to do than I expected. I got to do the whole thing all the way along, which is going to be tricky because if I look at this carefully, there's some really detailed markings, like bolt patterns or something. Yeah, sorry about the glasses. Let's check this out. Lighten that up. Yeah. Yeah. I think I could fill that all the way up. Might get a bit tricky up at the top, but doesn't matter. I'll do that. That's all right. We got another picture coming through, I think. Let's have a look. Paul sent a photo, and it's got yeah, wow. It's like it was never there. Okay, this guy, see that? Yeah, it's gone, including. Yeah, no problem. I'll do that. Just use a toothpick, I guess, and just be very delicate with it. Yeah. And you're right, Bill. Yeah, exactly. But, you know, I want to learn as well, so I don't mind attempting these things. So, yeah. What do you use to thin the Tamiya putty with? I mean, it comes out like toothpaste, doesn't it? Is it just thinned with water, or do you need to use a certain type of thinner with it? You know, or even use Mr. Surfacer, like applied across there, like not airbrush, but I mean like apply Mr. Surfacer thicker. Really watered down sprue glue might work as well. We got the one that rounds over the top. Yeah, that's right. That's that line that goes across. That's the one that you take off. Yeah, but yeah, that looks good on that Mark II. Yeah, that was a good picture. I can see exactly what you mean. That comes off. But again, the instructions are wrong. They should show that bit of detail there. If they go to the trouble of showing the cross piece to remove, then surely that part, which is even more obvious, you would show that as well. hey, it is what it is. This is why we need to research these things to the real aircraft. Obviously better than the companies did building the model. Yeah. I used Mr. Hobby Filler. Yeah, I have. And don't laugh at me, colourful shorts. All right. I bought this from Australia. I bought this from home when I moved here. So we've got, it isn't Tamiya, it's this. Right? That'll do. Right? I don't think I've even used it before. Doesn't look like I have. Oh, it's got a few squeezes. I don't even remember what I used it on. Okay, same thing as Tamiya, right? Tamiya enamel thinner. With that, because it's not Tamiya, Tamiya, and you got Mr. Surfacer Primer cocktail stick, Pete, not thinned. Yeah, I don't think I have any that's not thinned. That's my problem. I've already thinned them all. So, yeah. I use VMS Black CA glue as a seam thinner. Yeah, but the problem with CA glue, I think, is it's hard to sand, isn't it? Doesn't CA glue set harder than the plastic? And there's a chance that if you start sanding, you're going to sand the plastic faster than the glue, and you'll end up being pitted, or you're still always going to have it raised. You'll never get it low, I'm just assuming. So do I. Like paints makes Mr. Surfaces stink. Yeah. Okay. Do not squeeze it, but instead use a toothpick and just use a tiny bit at a time. Yeah, I will. I will use a tiny bit at a time. Yeah, good. Still opens, and it's still soft. I've had this for about 2 years, but I need to thin it with something, and it's okay to thin that stuff with the which one did you say, Paul? The enamel thinner, Tamiya enamel thinner. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. It's okay. Anyway, I'll tackle that probably before I put the wings on. Probably doing that the way it is now would be the go. Yeah. All right. What's this one? If you leave Mr. Surfacer out, it thickens. Oh, good. All right. So I'll tip a bit into a little plastic container and leave it out and let it thicken. Yeah. I just think Mr. Surfacer, I think I've used that before filling stuff, and it was really well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I always test everything first anyway, so we'll be right. The 500, yeah, probably would thicken fast. I've got 1500 and 1000, I think. So I'll use the 1000, but it doesn't matter. Again, I'll just tip a bit into a container here and see how it goes. Very good. I remember Nigel did a really good video about sanding, about filling. That's where I remember a lot of stuff from. Sanding, mostly. Using the proper file to sand things without getting flat spots and so forth. So, Yeah, 1500 is spraying as a primer. Yeah, well, that's what I use it for, as a primer. So yeah, so I won't be using thinners like this in the glue. I don't have enamel thinner. I don't think I have enamel thinner because I don't use enamel paints. So we'll see. Sprue glue, I don't think I bought that with me. I think I either threw that out or gave that to either Paul or Sam or whoever took it. The other thing I have is this CA glue, the Icky Sticky stuff here. I noticed that it gets a bit hard. So this is the medium CA, which is really good. It's the one I prefer to use, but it's thickened up over time. And now it's a real effort. Like I've got to use 2 hands to squeeze it out. It's thickened up. And I'm wondering, and I think Simon mentioned this, if you stand it in some hot water, it'll soften it up again. I'm afraid to do that in case the damn thing dries on me and sets solid. But if anyone knows a trick to soften up the glue again and make it not so hard, that would be a good thing right now, because it's using quite a bit of my muscle power just using the stuff, and it's a bit too thick. So there you go. Jeff's going. Are you? Okay, mate. Cheers, mate. Thanks for the picture of your PC. Good on you. All right. Very good. I need another sip of Coke. Yeah. Also, these pegs. I used to have tons of these little pegs. And it turns out I've only got about 4 of them. I didn't have enough to do the wings. So I had to glue each half of the wing together one at a time because I didn't have enough pegs. God, I know I was cutting back on weight, but surely I could have thrown in more than like 4 or 5 of these. I've got some bigger ones here that are wooden, but for some reason I've only got 1. There might be a little box or a packet somewhere in my drawer that I'm missing that has some more stuff in it, because I'm sure I would have bought more than that. I've got lots of sanding sticks too. I've got these MIG ammo ones. These are really good. These are probably what I'll use for the top of that. Or Icky Sticky's glass files, those nano files. They're very good if you really want to get a nice finish. So today I'll give that a shot. Try sticking CA in the freezer. Oh no, that'll destroy it. Hey, I even put now Monique told me to keep it in the fridge if you want it to last longer, right? I tried that, and it when I took it out, it set. It went hard. This is the only one I've got, and if I put that in the freezer and it freezes up, that's it. I've got none. I do have the Flexi CA, right? I mean, I could use that, but really, for pieces you want to stick together firm and solid, that's probably not the thing to use. This is more for photo etch and stuff. Have you seen Nigel's peg trick? Now let's timber peg trick. Really? Come on. We're not going to discuss pegging here, okay? We already spoke about this earlier through someone's previous comment. Let's keep the chat to a good level, all right? Trying to put the lid back on first. Try putting the lid back on first. Oh, come on. I did. In the freezer, that will make it thinner. Should I do it? Do I have the lid? Yes, I have the lid. Man, if I pop that in the freezer and then it freezes, it will freeze, surely. I'm not going to do it. All right, I'm not going to take that risk. That's the opposite to putting it in hot water to soften it. You know, what about you people in cold climates? What's this? My CA glue during a hard winter went solid and useless. So your advice is wrong. Warm it up by all means. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, another thing a thing with CA too is condensation makes it dry quicker as well. If you've just put CA on something and you want it to dry really quick, breathe on it like that. All right, that's not. Don't go there. Don't go there. But just breathe on it, and that tends to make it set quicker. I'm sure that was with CA glue. Maybe it was something else I was doing. Oh, I'm the worst. I'm the worst. He turns them inside out around 180 to make clamps. Oh, yes, yes. So you use the other ends of them to click. Yes, that's right. Works with normal pegs, not these pegs. Yeah. You know, just up the road here, 5 minutes, was this like a dollar shop that sells all that stuff. And unfortunately, a few weeks ago, I went past and it's completely demolished the whole store. And I don't know another store around like that. I think I remember one on the other side of the river further up that I might go and have a look. And they have all these bits and trays of stuff you can go in, and pegs and toothpicks and chopsticks and all sorts of stuff that you can use. I need to go up there today. I've got to go to the bank today, and I will have a look and see if I can pick up some more little pegs, because I will need them. So yeah, but yes, I do know that trick. Yeah, now that you mentioned that, the glue will keep gassing off with the flexi tip. That's probably my problem. Yeah, that's it. See, I leave the tips on when I'm not using it. So you're saying take them off and put the cap back on. All right, take that off. And makes sense, doesn't it? Hey? All right, good. I understand now. All right, I'm going to do that with both of them. Too late, really, but yeah. And I'm going to go get a cup or something, and I'm going to sit, not that one, that one's okay, but the medium CA, I'm just going to sit that in hot water for a while and see if it softens up. Okay, we could do it live, couldn't we? We could do it live right now. Okay, watching glue dry. Wow. No, worked in the aviation industry, so there you go. But there we go. The lids are on. Okay, good. That's it, guys. I think we're going to finish up a bit. Have I got anything else come through? Spitfire, my reference book. Oh, yes, nice. Yeah, yeah. I've been watching a few videos too. But yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, very good. All right, what else we got? All clear. Okay, I think we're done. Heat makes it cure. Is that going to make it go hard, is it? Ooh, now I don't know. Now I don't know. I'm just going to leave the tops on. Right? At least it won't get worse than what it is, and it's still usable. So that's fine. But from now on, tips off, right? And tops on. Tips off and tops on. All right, we're all good. Okay, everybody. Thank you all. I'm going to I'm not going to have a cup of coffee. I'm going to finish my Coke. I've hardly had any of my Coke. Look at that. Got some water here as well. It's going to be hot. It's going to be 36 degrees again today. I'm going to be down by the pool. And that's it. Yeah, everybody, say goodbye to each other. All good. And I'm going to go and have a look at that shop and just walk through there and pick up bits and pieces. It's great for picking up things like, you know, I got these little containers, little plastic containers that you just keep your bits and pieces in. You can buy these cotton buds of all different sizes, rubber bands, which were good for holding the fuselage together. Yeah, just they're worth going in. Toothpicks, you know, I walked in and bought, this was at the other shop I bought, toothpicks. I mean, seriously, 5 cents is what that cost me. Everything was more, really was less than $1 for a dollar shop. So, all right, let me find our little music to play. Media assets, live stream exit, we're good. All right, well, thanks everybody. Thanks for all coming in. I'm a bit slow on the videos, I'm afraid. The latest one that just went out last week, I have done nothing since then. I have not even created anything. So very good chance that the next video that comes out on the Spitfire will be the fixing up those seam lines and gluing the wings on there and going forward on the rest of it, which makes sense. All right, we've got to do that. All right. Cheers all. Have a good one. Might go back to sleep actually. It's only 5:20. All right. Okay. Cheers everyone. Bye-bye.